Hey everyone, Thor here. I'm gonna go back to reviewing movies for this month, but figured I'd do a gaming tier list since we've been doing playing a lot of horror games. So this is a long list. I'm not gonna do everything. I'm gonna do the stuff I know the best and things I've played and talk a little bit about them. Like for instance, here's the original Resident Evil. Now I'm putting it in B because I do like the remake of it. I think the original one obviously doesn't hold up as well, but for what it represents, I'll give it, a B. The remake of 2, I'm going to give an S because I had a lot of fun. I went through and got all the achievements. I like the remake of 3. Um, I It's short, but I did have a lot of fun with the remake of 3. Same with this is it's great for the PlayStation for what it is, but a lot of those games didn't age as well. Now this will be quick. 4, 5, and 6. Believe it or not, I have and this one. I am kind of new to the Resident Evil series a little bit. I played a lot of them on the PlayStation, but I kind of got away from it. I'm not even sure what this one is. Yeah, they're pretty much. I think the rest of them. There's a remake. I'm going to put the remake as an A because I don't think it is as good as 2. So I can't justify putting it up there. Sorry, some of these are kind of hard to see. Survivor doesn't make it up there. Original Resident Evil 2, though, I remember that fondly, playing that with friends and stuff. So I'm going to give that. I know some people would put that as S easily, so I get that. Revelations. I have a lot of Resident Evil games to catch up on. The original Silent Hill. Once again, I'm gonna put that in B just to be fair with the other Resident Evil. More for what it represents. I actually probably prefer the Silent Hill series over Resident Evil, mostly because of that. Number 2. Number 2 is one of my favorite horror games of all time. I was recently playing an upgraded version on my PC. I still love it. I love the story. I reviewed the fan film that came out about it. Great stuff. Now, I own the special edition, but I hear mixed things, but I've never played 3. I do need to play 3. I know I need to. Not everyone likes it, but I like the ideas in the room, and I had a lot of fun with it. So, I like the idea of the room changing and, the story of it was a little bit different. So I did enjoy that. Is this one is Homecoming, right? Hard to see, but I think that, not Homecoming, Origins, right? That's the PS3 one. So I'm going to put it right firmly here just because, it was made for mobile and you can tell. Oh no, that's Origins. This must be Downpour. Which Downpour I didn't play through. Let's see. This one I watched a playthrough, but I never played through it myself. I hear some people really like it, some people hate it, so I never played it on the Wii, so I have no idea. Can I make this bigger? I have no idea. Let's see. We're going to skip quite a few here. The Clock Tower series I hear great things for, but I need to play it. I don't want to overwhelm the didn't play, so let me just see what jumps out at me next. I remember seeing the advertisements for Evil Dead and Game Informer. I love the movies, never played the game. I've heard of Siren, never played it. Don't worry, there's going to be plenty more that I've played. I'd call this more of a psychological thriller. But Fahrenheit, Indigo Prophecy, is an early, they went on to do Heavy Rain. It's not like a horror game, but it's got aspects because it deals with a murder. So I guess we'll count it, but it was a PS2 game. It was just starting the idea of QTEs, and it has some things holding it back, but Let's see. I'm gonna put this a little high because I'm a huge fan of the movie. I think the game was actually fun for its time. I wish I could. I had it for PS2. I know there's a PC port. I might want to try to get a hold of that and see if maybe there's some mods or something for it. It was an interesting idea, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's cool that they expanded on the story. So let's see what else we got. All right, I'm gonna put this. The Alien trilogy games. I remember playing them from PS1, but they're not all that memorable. I played a lot more Alien versus Predator. They're first-person shooters. I don't remember them being that great. I played it on my Raspberry Pi fairly recently, and the haven't finished, haven't played. I'm gonna kind of reserve these for ones I want to play and just leave everything else out. And we're gonna add another one in there now with Amnesia. I need to play the Amnesia series. I hear they're great. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna put Corpse Party up at a B. It's kind of like an RPG maker-ish visual novel game, but I kind of like the stories, the ghost haunted school stories. It's pretty impressive how creepy it can be, being an animated. And this is the sequel, which I've played as well. So I'm gonna put them both firmly at B. I remember having a good time with both. They definitely stuck with me. Let's see what else we got here. Calling the Cthulhu games, never played them. Constantine, never played. That's another Corpse Party game, but I don't recognize the cover. Cursed Mountain, I've heard of that. So we got Dead Space. Oh, the original. Well, I'm gonna put this. This might be a little bit high. I know, probably higher than most people, but I had such a good experience with the original Dead Space that, like, I remember I bought the second one day one, and like I just finished Dead Space 2, and I really wanted to play it, but I had to take a break after. Yes, I don't know. Like it was like a good time when I played Dead Space. I was playing it, I think, around Halloween, way after it came out. Probably like a year or so after it came out. It was right when the second one was coming out, and it was just perfect timing. And I had one of my best times playing a horror game ever with that, so I'll never forget that. So that gets up there for me. And I really enjoyed the sequel too. I was really pumped for this. This might be more of an A, but I'm going to put it S just because I really, really like it. And this one I played with a friend. I'm gonna put it in A. Just again, I really love the series. I played with a good friend. It's not the same game. I don't like it. I'm actually gonna put it down to B because I'm not gonna put it on a level with these. So that's what's gonna dictate it. I wish it was better. I'm gonna put Extraction in C. I like the idea, but it wasn't as fun as the rest of them. Oh, Dino Crisis. I played this with a friend and we had a good time, so I'm gonna put that as a strong B. I'll put that one below it just because I have more fondness for 2. Dino Crisis 3 I never played, but it takes place in space and I hear it's pretty terrible. Original Doom, I'm gonna put an S. I grew up playing it. Huge fan. It was the first person shooter I ever played. It was my introduction to first person shooting. One of the first games I ever played. I was like 5 when it came out and I played it, 4 or 5. Right next to 2, I'm gonna put Doom 2016. It's not a very scary game, but it's just fun. It is so much fun. And on that, Doom 3, I'm gonna put in a B. It's good, but I don't think it's the best. Actually, we're going to drop that in the C because I'm going to put Doom 64 as B. Now, Doom 64, I never had a Nintendo 64, so I played it at friends' houses. So I guess I didn't really play through the whole thing. So maybe we'll throw that in the haven't finished, haven't played. Doom Eternal, I'm going to put that as A because I had fun with it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as 2016. I mean, after the updates, maybe. I don't know. I love Doom. It's just so much fun. I always get excited whenever a new Doom game comes out. Oh, Final Doom. We're also gonna put that as an S. Just Doom in general. Huge, huge fan. Eternal Darkness, Fear Effect. A lot of these games I've heard of, never played. Galarians, I watched a playthrough. I'm going to put this here because that might be something I stream eventually because that could be fun. Because if I remember, it's a bad game. Now, House of the Dead, I'm going to put it D, maybe C. Not a great, I don't think it's a great game, but it was always a fun arcade game to play. So we'll leave that. Half-Life's another one. I have them. I need to play them. Never did it. So, Overblood's another one. I watched the Game Informer playthrough. So those are two I have to go back to definitely. Let's see what else we got here. The original Parasite Eve. I wish they would make a sequel to this. I'm gonna put the first one because it's like an action. It's like a early action RPG. So I'm thinking I really enjoy the story, but I'm gonna put it as a C game because it does. I remember you can easily break it. It's not as fun, but I'm gonna put the sequel up because I really like the sequel. I'm gonna actually put that. It's not a strong A. It's like a B plus more. I had good memories playing it because I played Parasite Eve 1 right in the 2. Run Like Hell. My friend had that. I remember that game was supposed to be a lot better than it was. I'm pretty sure this is Third Birthday. We're not going to talk about Third Birthday. Shadow Hearts is kind of a horror. I'm a JRPG. I had a lot of fun with Shadow Hearts 1 and 2. So you can transform into different demons. I don't play as many JRPGs nowadays, but I did really enjoy my time with Shadow Hearts 1 and 2. I had a perfect. This game is worth money now. I had a perfect edition of it, and I lost it in like a move or something. Who knows what happened to it? Very unfortunate, but that's what happens. Eventually going to build up the PS2 PlayStation collection. Now, I've yet to play Control, but Alan Wake I'm going to give an A. I played that with a friend on the PS3. We had a really good time with it. So, Alien Isolation. This is a really well-known horror game. I love the Alien franchise. I really want to play it. I just know parts of it can be frustrating. I wish I played it when it first came out. I definitely am going to get to it, though. Never played Resurrection. Colonial Marines. Colonial Marines, I played at PAX against developers. We did a multiplayer match. It was a great story where our team was getting beat down by the developers who were the aliens, and I was the last survivor. And just on my last life or whatever, I was able to take the whole dev team down. Like, they gave me a t-shirt for it. It was a really, really cool moment, but too bad I do want to play it with the mods that make it a comparable game. And Alien vs. Predator, that looks like it's the newer version. I had a good time with the original and the newer. Among the Sleep is one I played recently. I'm going to put that as a C. It was short, kind of glitchy. I thought the story was okay, maybe a little bit underwhelming. BioShock games, they're a really good time. I didn't love it as much as other people do, but I had a good time. We have a lot, so I'm going through them kind of quick. Bloodborne, it's a great PS4 exclusive, especially for like Souls games. I just noticed this was here, so I'm going to put Control in the I need to play. I'll probably do that sometimes, like ones I missed. Actually, I jumped ahead with that one. Sorry about that, but it's all good. Plague Tale, I got recently. I need to play. I'll put that in I need to play because I hear great things about it. Lords of Shadow. I'm gonna give that game a B. I really like what they did. They borrowed a lot of elements from God of War and like Uncharted. I like the story. I like the twist in it. Really, really good game. It's too bad that I never played the sequel because I heard it's terrible. Symphony of the Night. I'm gonna put this and have it finished because I've always started it and I've never completed it. I know it's one I have to. It is great. I love the Castlevania series. I actually hope that's one of the ones I get through. Maybe this Halloween. We'll see. I need to play a lot more Castlevania games. Could probably throw them all in there because I know they're great. So, the Condemned, my friends play them. I do have to get through them. Oh, Darkest Dungeon by Red Hook. This is a fun little indie game. It's very brutal. I beat it like when it first came out. I know there's a lot more to it with the different expansions. So I definitely have to do another playthrough and do a hard mode playthrough. Really, really good game. Let's see what else we got here. Days Gone. I have it on PS4, and I think I think there's a PS5 version. I may have that, but I kind of want to play it on PC. So maybe when it's on sale, I'll grab that, and that'll be a playthrough. Dead Island, I don't think is a great game, but it's fun with friends. When it first came out, we played a good amount of it. I just didn't really stick with me. I never played Riptide. Deadly Premonition. I really want to do a review on this game. I'm gonna put it as an A. I played this game on PC and it is so broken. I think I have it recorded. I had so many crashes. It was a nightmare to get through and beat that game, but eventually, it took me a couple years, but I finally got all the achievements. And I played through the second one as well. I don't know if that's on here. Well, this jumped out at me. It'll bleed. I watched the playthrough with Game Informer. Definitely want to play through it. We're getting there. I apologize. It takes me a second to get back. Original Devil May Cry. This one, first PS2 game I ever had. It sticks with me for that. I'm going to give that an A just because it's the original one. I really like it. The third one's probably the better game if I remember right, but it's such a fun way to get introduced to the PlayStation 2. We're going to have a few, so I'm going to do it this way. Dead Rising, that's one I need to play. I've watched playthroughs, but I never played it myself. I own it, just never played it. Dying Light's another one I own. I need to play through, especially with the sequel coming out. Evil Within is in that category as well, but I hear mixed things about it. I've had people tell me Fear is fantastic. I have all three on Steam. I really need to play through them. I have a huge backlog that I'm working on. But eventually we'll get through that. Let's see what we got now. I guess they made a game for Land of the Dead. Not familiar. Last of Us. Huge fan. I love it. Great story. They're making a show of it. It's just a great game. There's some things that could be improved, obviously, because it's a little bit older, but I don't know. That story the story I thought was just so great in that one. Left 4 Dead, and I'll be playing Back 4 Blood. We're gonna put both Left 4 Dead in A because I had a lot of fun playing this with friends. I need to probably go back and get some of the achievements. I don't know if I can now, but Lone Survivor. This was an interesting one. It's like an 8-bit indie game. I really liked where the story was going and the different endings, but I guess we'll bump it up to a. I don't know. I didn't really love the twist as much. I don't know. it didn't stick with me as much as I would have liked it to. So that's where it'll go. I got to play all the Metro games, but I started playing this one, and from what I've played, I'm gonna put it A. Haven't finished it. I know that's kind of cheating, but everyone says it's great. It's one that I'm definitely gonna play soon, and I know I'm gonna love it. The other Metro games I need to play as well. Quake. I don't know if I'd really consider. I'm not doing Quake. Shadows of the Damned was a. I believe that's what it's called. This was like a fun B over the top game for PS3. I had a blast with it. Not like a definitely like a B movie B game. I love B horror movies, so that was kind of perfect for me. A lot of fun. Now I played the original Splatterhouse, and I'd put those up there, but this one wasn't that good, so we're just gonna leave that out. um, Until Dawn, I'm having a lot of fun playing through these games with my sister. I know it's not perfect, but I love the idea of playing in a horror movie, kind of like a, it's like QTEs and it's like watching a movie. But when you play it with, a good group of people or one other person doing a shared mode, I know that's more of the dark pictures, but it's just such a good time. Huge fan. Looking forward to House of Ash that's coming out at the end of this month. Definitely going to be streaming it. I wish this had some newer. It's an interesting list. I feel like it's missing some stuff, but sorry, Luigi's Mansion. Not really scary. It's more for kids, but it's a fun game. I didn't play the others. I only got that one for Switch, so I'm gonna leave the others out. But um, Outlast is good too. I had a good time playing that, though I don't remember it as much or as well as I should, so we're only gonna give that a B. Just taking one look, just make sure I didn't miss anything. A lot of these I've heard of, but I don't know if they're like good enough that I have to play them. Maybe I'm sure eventually I'll get through them. I definitely plan to finish a lot of games, especially this year. I've been doing really, really well with that. But yeah, I don't see like Layers of Fear, which I just recently played. I feel like they're missing a few like PC ones, but what are you gonna do? This is what we got to work with. And there was a garbage tier. I guess I don't know. I don't think there's anything I'd put in total garbage, but I think that's a pretty solid list and definitely a lot I have to play. So I'm pretty happy with it. Resident Evil 2 is a classic. Silent Hill 2 is a classic. Like I said, these ones, they're definitely, it depends on when you ask me, like the original Silent Hill, Resident Evils could easily be S. It just depends. I would have put them S if the remakes weren't up there or the sequels that were superior. So, yeah, that's my list. Let me know what you think below and make your own. This is right on the website. I'll tag this tier maker one and let me know what you think below. And I'm gonna get back to reviewing some movies. I hope you guys are enjoying this season. It's a great time of year. So I will see you in the next one. Thor out.